Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Now, that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Right back to Genty on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Gravity line.
Here's Thompson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Liking 18.
Thompson now from the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. Oh, and now some space to operate. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Thompson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Hitchcock. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson to the 27-yard line. The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pass right side, caught by Thornton. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Raiders first down. And 8 yards to go. First down, Raiders.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Looking to throw, Thompson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Derek Harmon forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
On the set. Let's go now. 70 Lions, 19 Lions.
Now it's Thompson. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Thompson looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action here. Thompson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And it's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Fairview. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Johnson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Hitchcock. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Johnson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Let's go now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hitchcock. A short one there with Freiermuth. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Hitchcock. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth In the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hitchcock. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go now. 60 each.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Thompson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go, Scott. 60 vices, 60 vices. Street, street. Press on, ladies. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Set up. Ready, right?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Sticking with Thompson here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he stopped immediately there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Hitchcock. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hitchcock. A short one there with Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hitchcock. Screenplay. Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down. Hitchcock.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Come on.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On the go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut up. Ready.
Thompson going to throw it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cowboy 80.
Now Thompson.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Thompson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 114 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Thompson's pass intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Bronco 80.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tag. 72.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus